I think after the Utah game, our first game of the season, that kind of went away. That was a big emphasis that Coach Harbaugh and Coach Revno put on that game. Watching that film was, we played well that game, but there was a lot of plays where it's just one guy that messed up. It didn't allow that play to be a very successful play. So after that, it changed.
In terms of you guys all fitting together and stuff, if we're not on the line, how do you tell that? How do you evaluate that? You're working well with Kyle and then Ben and Mason on both sides, Graham and Phil.
I think communication is a big way to tell. Early in the season, early with this coaching staff, our communication wasn't as good as it should have been, and I think that's a good way to tell because people are unsure about what they're supposed to do if they're not communicating loudly. Now, if you hear one of our practices or games, we're on the same page and we're communicating and letting each other know what's going on, what the defense is doing and stuff like that. So I think that's a big way for us to tell that we're all meshing together pretty well.
When did that go away? And when did the willingness to speak up and communicate better? When did that come into play?
I think throughout the season we kind of got better as it went on. We're still working on it. Right now, I think we're communicating the best that we've done so far this season. But throughout the season, we've gotten better. It's just, one of those things for a new coaching staff, and we're all new to the system and everything like that. So to speak up and be confident what you're going to say, it takes a lot of courage. You got to be right on because you don't want to make the wrong call.
Is Beard more comfortable back in Ann Arbor than down here in the 80s?
Yeah, it's terrible down here. Contemplated cutting it off a couple times, but I'm not going to do it.
Looking at what this win could mean for you guys in terms of the bigger picture of the season, is that something that may be different than other years?
Well, for us who were on the team last year, I think it means a lot because we'll be doubling our wins from last year. Going through a coaching change is hard and it takes a lot on the players and learning everything new and getting used to the new coaching staff is difficult. So to come back and have 10 wins would be huge for our team, especially guys who've experienced the last couple of years, especially last year. So it'd be big, and 10 wins is kind of like the benchmark in college football to say if you had a successful year or not.
Looking back, at the season now that you're going for 10 wins, you made the goal. What really helped that transition away from one coaching staff to another to be successful?
I think this group of guys are just hungry. Experiencing a year at Michigan where you don't make it to a bowl game is very difficult because there's such high expectations. So when we got new coaching and had to learn a whole new system, I think it just came down. Everyone wanted it so much more, and we were hungry to get some success. And we're still hungry. Hasn't stopped.
Does Graham still do that thing where he has everybody in the room and gets the film and quizzes people?
Yeah, he does.
And who will someone kind of take over that role next year, you think, and who might that be?
Well, next year's gonna be more interesting. Like this year, we only have one senior, so we'll have 3 seniors starting next year, maybe 4. So it'll be interesting. We'll have to spread out the love a little bit, I guess. I'm not sure.
And how important, you talked about the communication improving, how important was Graham to facilitating that?
Very important. All of our calls start at the center, so he knows our offense as well or better than anybody on our team. So he starts it all, and then everyone goes from there. So he's huge, and he's very important to our success.
Talking about